This Coast to Coast Entertainment Network program is brought to you by Beside Me Bracelets. Our bracelets are handmade for any occasion. Use the promo code Coast to Coast for 15% off. Visit their website at besideme.com. Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry. With 24-hour shopping available, use the code 160920 and show her some love, like she showed us. Reaper Apparel Company, a commitment to live your most authentic way every single day. Visit reaperapparelco.com for more information and a look at all of their apparel offerings. And by Good Day Embroidery, your local source for custom embroidery, screen printing, and more. Log on to gooddayembroidery.com for more information.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. I am Ace, and you are watching another episode of Between the Ropes. And tonight I have with me so far my two co-hosts for the evening. Number one, we have that man that we call Mr. Crispy Bacon. Crispy Bacon, how are you doing tonight?
Doing good. WrestleMania, not yet here, but it's here close enough for us, and we're going to preview it, and it's going to be fun.
Absolutely. And then we have that man, Mr. Dragon Viper. What is your thoughts? What do you think?
I think
it doesn't matter what you think. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You haven't been here in a while, so fine. Whatever.
Okay.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Anyway, yeah, doing good. Just ready for the show.
All right. And Thomas saying good evening. Good evening, Thomas.
Evening.
We hope you're having a good night so far. Tonight, we're doing our predictions for Mania. Since we will not be going on next week due to Easter. Typically, when it's a holiday, we usually take holidays off. So we will not be going next week. So tonight, we're just going to have some fun, and we're going to do our predictions. And I know right now there's currently 10 matches that are currently set up. But there could be 4 more because I know that the overall goal was that they were trying to play in 14 and they were trying to have 7 and 7 matches on both nights. But we'll see how that goes, whether or not they actually fit in 4 more matches or not. And they could even put one on the pre-show.
I was going to say they do 16 and have one on each pre-show.
Well, they very well could. I will say they very, very well could on that one. All right, so starting out with the first one, we're going to have none other than Gunther and Sami Zayn for the first one for the Intercontinental Championship. We know that Sami gets his second WrestleMania back-to-back trying to go after a title. We know last year it was Kevin and Sami for the tag team titles against the Usos. This year, so far it's Sami Zayn unless something bizarre happens that Sami Zayn does not end up against Gunther, like the Chad Gable movement or whatever, and they end up changing some stuff around. But anyways, we have Gunther and we have Sami Zayn. Crispy Bacon, I'll start out with you. Who are you taking in this match? Are you taking Gunther or are you taking Sami?
I kind of want Gunther to drop the belt, but I kind of want Sami to win it. But if Sami's not able to, I think you would have Chad Gable dethrone him maybe at Backlash. I'm going to go with Gunther.
Right. Okay. And Thomas is saying that Sami is my pick, so that way Gunther can set his sights on the winner of Seth and Drew. All right. With that one, Dragon Viper, who do you got and why?
Oh, this is gonna suck because I don't like either one. I'd have to go with I'd have to go with the fact that Gunther needs to lose that belt completely. So as much as it hurts me to say this, I would say Sami's going to win. And it hurt me.
All right, Christy, who do you got in this match?
I'm pretty much with everybody. I mean, Gunther needs to drop the belt. He's had it for so long, and I'm gonna pick Sammy to be the one to dethrone Gunther unless Chad Gable gets his way and turns this into a triple threat.
See, this is where I'm kind of torn, though. And the reason why I'm saying I'm kind of torn on this one
Right.
is because we know there's so many titles on the line this year at Mania. We know that.
Every title.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we know,
Absolutely.
and we know that not every title is going to change hands.
No.
That's
We
true.
know that
Not
there's gonna be
everyone.
yeah. So not everyone is. So when I look at this match, something tells me that I got to go with Gunther to retain the title, and the reason is because when I look at the situation, if I
Okay.
feel like maybe there's one title to where somebody could retain, it could be Gunther. So that's why for this one, my mind says go with Gunther. Like that's what it's telling me. So for right now, until I see something weird, I gotta go with Gunther because I don't think that Sammy's gonna win this match. Only based upon what I was saying, how every title's not gonna change hands. And this is the one title that I'm like, okay, I don't think this title will change hands. I think that he'll lose it soon after Mania, but I don't think it'll be Mania. And that's okay, Dragon Viper, to have that look like, come on, really? But realistically, I'm just telling you that I feel this is the one title that will not change hands. It's the only reason I'm saying that.
Realistically, I think this one will be one of the ones to change hands. Just saying.
It has to change hands. It's just like the Undisputed Universal title. It has to change hands.
Yeah, I don't know.
But at the same time, Sammy has had it before, so
He has.
Oh, and Tom's saying I think Rhea is going to retain as she is red hot right now. It's time for her big baby face run.
I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, that's what's so tough because you got to think what's so different kind of now than it was when Vince was there.
Yeah.
What was that like? A lot of times, like the women's title and the Intercontinental title and the U.S. title, they would constantly change hands. This person would win it, and then this guy would win. This guy would
it was
win.
like the 24/7 champ.
But with Triple H being there, he's actually giving longevity runs to the individual.
I think prestige to a lot of these titles that he's putting a lot of focus and attention on.
I think this is the longevity that's needed. Now he needs to drop it.
Yeah. I mean,
and
he's the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in WWE history.
And I'm not disputing that at all. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not sitting here saying that you're wrong about him needing to drop it or whatever. I'm not saying that. What I'm simply saying is that the one title that I see somebody retaining would be the Intercontinental title in Gunther, because I think that WWE might look at this and be like, is Sami Zayn that guy that should dethrone Gunther? And I don't know if WWE thinks that maybe Sami's that guy. They just want to give him his moment at Mania, but not.
But he had his moment last year.
Exactly.
Yeah, and he and KO beat the Usos for those tag team titles. And
exactly.
That was a beautiful, beautiful main event. I got to be honest about that.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not saying you guys are wrong by saying it would be a perfect time for him to lose it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in general, this is the reason why that I could see Gunther retaining the title.
Right.
And Thomas is saying Sami has come a long ways in the past 2 years. He really has.
He really has. He went from being, screaming conspiracy to getting into the bloodline and then fighting with the bloodline, then teaming up with KO, and they dethroned the Usos.
He basically
Yeah.
infiltrated.
Infiltrated,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
The word wasn't coming to me, so
Right.
No.
I had to come up with something else.
No, it's good. I was gonna say yes. Sammy has come a very,
Mhm.
very long way though.
Yes.
So, but that's just one man's opinion, and I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I was just stating my opinion about it and saying that's how I feel. Okay.
Mhm.
Going on to our next match, we have LA Knight versus Mr. AJ Styles. I think that,
Yeah.
and again, when you look at this match, this is another one that it's like when you see these two, it's like who needs it more? And it's hard when you look at this to say who needs it more because LA Knight is so over with the fans.
He
He's very,
is.
very over with the fans, but people know that AJ Styles is phenomenal also.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. So
They don't want none. They don't want none.
that why when you look at this match, it's like which way you going? Now, my heart says AJ Styles, but my gut says LA Knight. Because LA Knight, the reason I'm saying that is because LA Knight hasn't had that big win in a while, and I think that this could be that big win that LA Knight needs, and this could be it right here. So last time we started with Crispy, so this time we'll go ahead and go with Dragon Viper. So Dragon Viper, you taking LA Knight? Are you taking AJ Styles?
I'm taking AJ Styles. I think, he's kind of lost a step or two, went down, down the card a little bit. Could be because of injury, could be because he was out being injured, or it could be something else. But I think his, he needs a win and needs, to gain that step back that he lost. And, he's, people are saying that he's, becoming the heel and blah, blah, blah. But, the thing is he needs a win, whether he's becoming a heel or, a face, whatever. I think it's going to be AJ Styles.
All right, Christy.
I'm going to pick an LA Knight. He's yes, he may be over with the fans, but he's just not had that big win in a while, and I think he needs it. So I'm going to go with LA Knight. Yeah, I know.
That's such a stupid.
All right, Mr. Crispy Bacon.
Yeah. LA Knight hasn't won I guess a pay-per-view match since the Slim Jim Battle Royal.
Slim Jim. Slim Jim.
I'm thinking it's going to be LA Knight. I like AJ Styles, but I feel like LA Knight's way over with the fans. But even if LA Knight does lose, I don't think it's going to hurt much.
No.
Yeah, and that's why I said I'm torn because I know AJ Styles was out for a while with injury, and that's why they that's why they wrote him off for a while. But then on the other hand, LA Knight hasn't had that big win too, and so.
But do you think AJ Styles will get burned by the OC?
No.
Ooh.
No.
He might.
No.
It's tough.
It's possible, but
yeah.
I mean, it is. And so Thomas is saying, I think that no matter who wins, that there will be a rematch at Backlash.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, regardless of who wins this match at Mania, there's going to be a rematch at Backlash in Paris. So
yeah, I could definitely and I could definitely agree with that. I'm just saying this is why it's so hard is because it's like AJ Styles just came back. Do they want him to get pinned that soon? LA Knight does need that big win. You're looking at the situation going, it could go either way. But right now, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to stick with LA Knight on that one.
My question is you're talking about LA Knight needing a big win with AJ being out like he has been, and I feel he's moved down the card. Would this actually be considered a big win?
Yes, it would. And why would it be considered a big win? Because AJ Styles has been a previous champion. He's done everything in WWE basically that there is to do. And so that's why for LA Knight it would be a big win. AJ Styles has already done basically everything there is.
I
So,
mean, besides winning Money in the
He's
Bank.
so
he hasn't won that,
Yeah.
but he's a Grand Slam champion.
So
He had the
AJ's
Boneyard match with the Undertaker. He's done everything.
yeah, so AJ Styles doesn't have really much left to prove.
No, he doesn't.
It
He's
is-
done everything.
It is LA Knight that when you look at the situation, he's the one who needs it more because AJ, like I said, AJ has done everything, and so that's why if AJ loses, it doesn't hurt him. I feel as much as it would LA Knight.
Pardon me.
All right, so go ahead and moving on to our next one here as we move across the card. And like I said, to start we had 10 matches to go over here. This one will be Io Sky and Bailey. I was actually pretty excited about this one, and the reason is because I think both of these women are very, very talented, and Bailey is that one that when she started losing all those matches, I was like, yep, she's going to definitely be facing Io at Mania to kind of make up for all that time. This is a match that I do see Bailey win. I think Bailey comes in and gets that WrestleMania moment and wins that championship. So this one I'm definitely going with Bailey. And so Christy, I'll start out with you on this one. Are you going with Io? Or are you going with Bailey?
I'm gonna go with Bailey because of the storyline with Damage Control. This would be definitely a way to damage them, no pun intended. But I see Bailey beating Io, regardless of whether the other three members of Damage Control come in and help. I don't think it's going to make a difference. Bailey's going to win the title, have her WrestleMania moment.
Yep, I think this is finally the part to where they're like, "Thank you, Bailey, for everything you did, for taking all those losses,
Championship.
and now here you go. We're giving you your WrestleMania moment. This is it right here." But Bailey is one of those ones that's very, very talented, super talented, and so she's one that definitely deserves it. All right, Crispy Bacon, are you taking Io Sky? Or are you taking?
I'm taking Bailey to take control of the belt.
No pun intended.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Bailey. The storyline between her and Damage Control has been interesting. It's been good, the last few weeks, and it's good to see what happens at the end, and maybe they'll up the ante a little bit, make it like a no disqualification or something like that.
Yeah, spice it up a little bit.
Spice it up a little bit.
Spice it up a little bit.
All right. So Dragon Viper, who do you got in this one?
I'm actually going to agree with y'all for once.
Oh, wow.
I know, it's shocking. I'm going to go with Bailey. She deserves the, WrestleMania moment. She deserves to, she's been, champion before, but this is a different situation. And I feel that she deserves the belt, especially at WrestleMania. So I do see her winning this over Io.
I did hear Bailey's going to have a live intro.
Yeah, I think it's the band Paramore might be playing her song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I heard about that. And Paramore is a really, really good band, so I hope they get to do it. That would be really cool.
I will say, I think this is like one of the first times that we've had actually everybody on this panel has actually agreed.
I'm surprised Dragon Viper agreed. I was like, oh, there's no way he's picking Bailey.
I'm gonna mark.
No way.
I'm gonna mark this on the calendar. This is the moment
on this day, March 24th, 2024, Dragon Viper agreed with everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, usually Dragon Viper's like that one man out who's like I don't agree with everybody. I'm gonna go with my own
This
way.
wrestler's annoying. I
I'm
don't like this one.
controversial. What can I say?
There you go.
Well, I'm glad. So I'm glad we all agree that Bailey is the one this year to get her WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
No, we're done talking LA Knight, okay?
We're not done yet. Not with
Oh,
LA
God.
Knight.
Not yet.
Nope.
Not yet.
Oh,
Nope.
man.
Oh man.
Lord. Oh,
All right.
man.
So we know the next one. Jay
Ah,
versus Jimmy.
Usos.
Uso versus Uso.
Us.
Um,
Oh my God. This is.
well,
Ah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like this is where it's kind of complicated.
Yeah.
Because when I look at the and I know Thomas is saying Jay also,
Yeet.
and I want to say Jay, but the situation is
Could
Jimmy.
go either. It could go either way.
Well, yeah, it very well could because you could have Sammy get involved and everything else. So
Solo
Yeah.
could be down there.
Solo could be there. Roman could pop up and be like, "Hello."
Cody.
yeah,
Well,
I
Cody,
I didn't-
Seth.
I didn't mean to say Sammy. I meant to say Solo.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is where I could see like Solo getting involved and I know Thomas is saying Jay. I desperately want to say Jay,
Mm-hmm.
but this is where they could kind of throw that little bit of a curveball and make it Jimmy because everybody's suspecting Jay, and so it's
Right.
like maybe this is kind of where that curveball gets thrown and they actually have Jimmy win and instead of Jay or whatever. Kind of like that Matt and Jeff Hardy part years ago when they
Yeah.
when they wrestled. Yep, there was that. Yeah. All right. All right. So, Crispy, I'll start out with you. You taking Jay or you taking Jimmy?
I gotta go with main event Jey Uso.
Yeet.
Yeah. I feel like his promos have been better than Jay, and
Yeah.
I know we haven't seen the two fight, face off one on one and just like an expedition kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I still going with Jey Uso.
Taking Jay. All right. Dragon Viper. Are you taking Jay? Or are you taking Jimmy?
This is a difficult choice. If it came to experience, because I know Jay has had way more matches than Jimmy since they've separated. If it comes down to experience, I'd say Jay. If it came down to interference, I would say Jimmy. But my choice, I'm gonna have to go with the experience, even though at least Solo is gonna get involved. I'm still gonna say Jay.
Thomas is with you on the solo part. The solo
All right.
interfering.
Chris, you going with Jay? You going with Jimmy?
I'm going with main event Jey Uso. Do I think Solo interferes? Yeah, but he could also cost Jimmy the match. There's always that possibility. So I'm going to go yeet, main event Jey Uso.
Yeet. So,
Yeet.
Dragon Viper, let me ask you this. Do you think this is a lot tougher call than some people might think?
Yes, because you have different situations at hand with this match. You have the bloodline, and then you have, Jay. Yeah, I say yes. It's a little more difficult.
Right.
I mean, trust me, I feel that same way. Like, I feel some people might look at this and immediately think, oh, it's no doubt it's Jey Uso. Yeah, I wouldn't just immediately say it's going to be 100% Jay. There's no way. Like, this is another match to where I'm legitimately torn. Like, I'm like back and forth and torn and being like, you could legitimately go either way on this one. Either way. And but right now, for the sake of it, I am going to take Jay just for the sake of it. But you could go either way,
Yeah.
and that's why this one is very, very tough. All righty, so we're slowly working our way through these matches here. We're slowly working our way. So, the next one, I know this one might be a little bit harder to pick because the match is not completely.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the tag team ladder
Yeah.
match.
Because it's not completely done yet.
It's done enough, I think.
But
Yeah.
based upon your predictions of who the last two teams are going to be in there, you can basically go off of your predictions who you think is going to go. Thomas is saying Awesome Truth.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Dragon Viper, I'll start out with you on this one. Who do you got
to win the ladder match?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have to go with my boys. Judgment Day.
Oh my God.
I'll have to go along with them.
You know what? And this could be another one of those matches that if you need somebody to retain the title, this very well might be it. This could be a way to where, because there's so many other teams involved, that the Judgment Day could somehow sneak away with the victory in this match.
Yep.
They very well could. Other than that, though, if I had to pick another winner in this match, if it wasn't Judgment Day, I would probably have to go with DIY.
DIY.
DIY. There that would be my other pick. But Thomas is saying Truth needs his WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, he's never had one.
He hasn't,
Really?
but
Yeah.
no, he's never had his
No,
WrestleMania.
he hasn't.
No, he's never had one. It's weird, I know, because he's been there so long, but never had a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, he's that one guy that has been nothing but consistent for the company for a very, very long time. I was actually glad that they got the Awesome Truth back together, though.
Yeah.
I always loved that tag team. I thought that tag I know you can sit there and shake your head and say no, but
why? Why?
Judgment Day or DIY, I think, are going to win this, but just for the sake of it, because the last two we've all agreed on. So for this one, I'll go with DIY. So, Crispy Bacon, who are you taking in this one?
Yeah, I'm going with the Awesome Truth.
Oh, another one. Okay.
Yeah, but I do think that at some point, maybe the night after WrestleMania, maybe sometime in the future, they'll have to defend the Raw Championship, Tag Team Championship. I don't think they're going to hold on both belts.
They're going to have to split them.
Yeah, or you could have somebody on each end of the ladder grab one set of belts, and then they have to do a conference and say, "You both win."
Yeah. I think at some point in time, so I'm saying this could be, and I think what would be funny in this one, because this is that ladder match, to where when you hang both belts up, this could be the time to where you could split them up. Because you could have that one tag team that grabs one belt and the other one that grabs the other, and they fall down and they go, "Oh shoot!" Right? Yeah, we have the two winners in this match, and that could be a way that you would split it, because that is one thing. If I remember back in history, that's like the one thing that I don't remember ever actually happening. So
could be a first.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. Like this could be an absolute first.
Yeah.
That people could be like, "Oh, that's kind of cool. That's how you split the belt."
Different.
Yeah.
It's very different.
It's different.
So, Christy Wilson, who are you taking in this match?
Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna go Awesome Truth, Miz and R-Truth, because why the heck not? R-Truth For our truth gets his WrestleMania moment. It's really
So
fun.
Thomas is saying, I think Waller in theory will qualify next week by beating the Street Profits.
I think that's possible.
What is everybody's predictions? Like, who are the final two teams that you have in this match? So
Street Profits were going up against AOP, but I could be wrong.
No, I think they do that on
they
Friday?
they already did. They
Okay.
already did. This coming week is Austin Theory and Grayson Waller versus the Street Profits, and then there is the Catch Republic versus who was the other team that they were facing?
I'm going to pick Catch Republic and Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
Yeah, because I think it will be the Catch Republic.
You Catch
I think it'll
Republic,
be
yeah.
the Catch Republic and then Waller in Theory.
I'm going to agree with you guys on that.
Dragon Viper doesn't look too happy about that, but
he's like, no, why?
Why? I'd pick it. I would be picking teams that I could care less. So, let me just throw out Street Profits and then, the team that you guys are going after.
New Catch Republic.
The Catch,
yeah,
the New Catch Republic, yeah.
Yeah. Let me just throw that out there.
Okay.
You're gonna throw that one out there and just say it's good go.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My guys are going to win at WrestleMania anyway, so whoever.
No, they're not.
All right. Well,
in
the eyes of Dragon Viper, that's what he says.
Yep.
Something.
The eyes of a ranger are upon you.
Please don't.
Oh god.
All right, now we have our triple threat match for the U.S. title.
USA.
Kevin Owens, Dragon Viper, or sorry, not Dragon Viper, but
he wishes it was in this match to be a fatal four-way.
The Viper Randy Orton, not Dragon Viper, but the Viper Randy Orton, and then Logan Paul. With this one, I feel like for Dragon Viper himself, you don't even have to ask that. Like he's gonna immediately go with Randy Orton.
Look under his name right here. He hears voices.
He's going with Randy Orton. Don't even have to ask him that.
No. His pick is very clear here.
All right, so for right now, I'm gonna skip Dragon Viper because we know where he's going.
Yeah.
So Christy Wilson, who are you going with in this match?
He's gonna hate me for this. I'm gonna go Kevin Owens. I'm going Kevin Owens.
Owens fight.
Fight Owens fight. Yeah, I don't want to see him slug Logan Paul in his stupid face. And I mean, he doesn't have to use brass knucks. He can just slug him and be like, "There you go."
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying this is where, for it to be a triple threat match, it is good though, because if you're trying to protect Owens and you're trying to protect Randy Orton at the same time, this is how you can protect them both, because neither one of them have to get pinned. Like you can have either one pin Logan Paul and you'll be fine because you're going to protect them both, so it's fine. Now this one, I look at it and I can kind of go either way with either Kevin Owens or Randy Orton. But Kevin Owens, again, had his moment last year. And so Randy Orton might be... But Randy Orton's had a lot of moments. I mean, also...
Plenty of them.
So...
Lots of them. I mean, how many moments has he actually had?
But he's never won the U.S. title.
Oh.
Really? Wow.
Surprising.
And
of course, Thomas. I mean, Logan is going to try something stupid and he'll eat an RKO. It's obvious.
I thought Randy Orton did win the U.S. Championship.
I could be wrong, but I thought he's never won.
I think 2003 he was.
Huh?
Let me look real fast.
I thought 2003.
I don't know. I don't think he's ever won the U.S. title.
Looking it up right now.
But Well, while you're looking it up, I do want to put my 2 cents in
Okay.
though.
Go for it.
I really am glad it's a triple threat because I am sick and tired of Logan Paul pulling out those brass knuckles and someone ending up losing because of disqualification. At least with a triple threat, there's no DQ. So Mr. Dumb Paul wants to go and pull out those brass knuckles. Go ahead, because I'm sure Owens or Randy will retaliate. And, he's going to be an idiot for bringing those brass knuckles out there.
By the way,
it's a good thing that it's a triple threat.
yeah,
So-
and Randy Orton has never won the U.S.
I
title. So if he,
didn't think so.
Yeah.
so if he wins it in this match, he becomes a Grand Slam champion. It's
Okay.
kind of like Kevin Owens did at last year's WrestleMania when he and Sami Zayn won the tag team titles.
Yeah.
He became a Grand Slam champion.
And I think it does happen. I think Randy ends up winning this match. So I am going to take Randy. Crispy Bacon, who are you going with in this match?
Oh man, I'm going Kevin Owens.
Oh boy.
Hey,
I think
it's fine.
It's hard to choose. I mean,
It is.
both of them need it, but
Hey, and it's okay to be a little bit different than Dragon
Oh,
Viper.
no.
It's fine. It's fine. He's gonna go with Randy Orton no matter what.
Obviously, of course.
Exactly.
Randy Orton could be in a 12-on-1 match and be the only guy, and Dragon Viper's like, "Yep, Randy's gonna win it." So it wouldn't matter. Like
He's going to win it out of nowhere.
With the
I
three
get RKO.
with the 3 deadliest letters in sports entertainment, RKO.
R, K, and O, right? Absolutely.
That's the one.
All right. So we have our picks in that
Uh-huh.
one. I think we're split because I think Christy, you picked KO, correct?
I did.
Yeah.
And I
So
did
we
too.
are split on this one. Split right down the middle.
The end
All right.
result was a split decision.
What?
The end result was a split decision.
Yeah, split decision. It was a split decision.
Split decision there.
So, talking about our next one, we have Rhea versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. So, when you look at this is one too to where you could actually see Rhea retain. This one might be a little bit more complicated. So, Dragon Viper, I know you didn't have too much of your sense put in on the last one, so we'll let you put your 2 cents in on this one and say, are you going with Rhea? Are you going with Becky?
Oh, I'm definitely going after Rhea. I mean, she's gonna retain. You sit there and you talk about certain titles need to be retained. I feel that this one will be a retain, and that Rhea will win this.
Okay, so you're going with Rhea, saying Rhea retains. And unfortunately for Dragon Viper, he doesn't get to see Nia in this match.
I know, I'm sad about it.
Oh, poor guy.
I'm sad about it.
He's so sad.
I
He's
know,
gonna be like this.
I know, you're very, very sad about it. All right, Christy Wilson, you going with Rhea or you going with Becky?
Becky. Why the hell not? Thomas.
Yeah. So Thomas.
Oh
my God.
I know.
Oh my god.
I saw his comment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jeez.
Not exactly what I was talking about there, Thomas.
All right, and Christy, you chose who?
Becky.
Sorry. Becky.
Lynch. I picked Becky. I just feel like Rhea's had that title for a year since last WrestleMania when she beat Charlotte. I think it's time for her to drop the title and move on.
All right, Crispy Bacon, who you taking?
In her first singles match on WrestleMania, Becky Lynch.
Wow. Okay. Good call right there. Good call. Going with that. Boy, this one's tough. I might have to go with Rhea. I think I will go with Rhea on
Oh,
this
we got
one.
a split decision again.
It's another split decision.
This is
It's
I like
another-
it.
I bet. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you do. It's another splitter right down the middle.
splitter right.
Yeah, it's a splitter right down the middle, and you knock it out the park.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like a baseball terminology
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, a splitter right down the middle.
The splitter right down the middle.
All right. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the match. I think it's going to be a great match. But again, Rhea, I think, comes out on top. Right now, I think she's just too over with everybody not to even push this further. That's the hard part. All right. So the next one is we have Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre.
Oh boy.
As much as I'm a Seth Rollins fan, I do think he ends up losing here because he does need to take that time off to heal his back up, unless they're actually waiting for like that SummerSlam moment to where they can have Punk versus Rollins. I could potentially see that. I really could see that. And so they could hold off until then. I'm not saying for sure, but I could see it. So Dragon Viper, which way you going with this one?
You know, I think Seth Rollins is amazing. He's awesome in the ring, but so is Drew McIntyre. But
don't tell mess around that, by the way.
But no, I have to, I have to go for McIntyre. I want him to get his, WrestleMania moment that he should have gotten a few years ago, and
yeah,
I hope he actually gets it this time. And Seth can, recover, take that time off, heal up, and come back and get the belt again, and then go against Punk,
right.
But I want to see this moment with Drew winning it in front of the people this time. So I'm going with Drew.
So to answer Thomas's question,
Yes. I've heard he has.
the rumors
Yes.
are that he has re-signed. From
Yes.
the rumors that I have read, which is why they're giving him the main event at Mania, was because he did re-sign, and I do believe that was like part of the contract that he had re-signed.
I think he's advertised for other events into the month of May. I think Backlash is one of them. So
I think it's a co-main event.
Yeah, it is a co-main event because I think this takes place night 2 with Roman versus Cody coming up after these guys.
Yep.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I guess it's my turn to pick, right?
It is yours.
All right, I'm gonna go Drew McIntyre because, like Dragon Viper said, Drew deserves to win and have his WrestleMania moment in front of the fans, which he should have 3 years ago. It's coming up on 4 years ago. And if Damian Priest cashes in, I see it as a failed cash in because I'm sure when he tries to, McIntyre's just going to claymore his butt right out of the ring.
So Thomas is saying that Seth versus Drew will open night 2. He predicts.
Oh,
that's the rumor.
That's the rumor. I've heard stories that it's Seth along with Cody they're going to main event both night 1 and night 2.
I could agree with either one though. But a lot of times they don't want to take the two women, the two men's title matches, and they typically don't put them close together. Like they don't want to go back to back.
Right.
Typically, one will go way sooner, and then the other one will go later.
Right.
So
no, there's always a first time for everything, though.
Right.
There could be. I'm just saying, typically you don't see it, and so Thomas is saying I'm going with Seth retaining with help from Punk.
Oh,
I'm going to take my phone and throw it at the TV if that happens.
Don't do that. I bet your phone costs a lot of money.
And my TV.
It means you're gonna have to go and get another TV. Like this time, get like a 75-inch one or something.
All right. So has everybody officially made their predictions?
I haven't
Yeah.
yet.
All right,
Yeah,
Crispy
Chris
Bacon. Who do you got?
Damian Priest.
hasn't.
Oh, on
Meaning
the question.
Prepare for the
Even-
Claymore.
even meaning if either Seth or Drew win, Damian's going to cash in. I think CM Punk will know more tomorrow, but he's either going to be a special guest referee or he's going to be on commentary. He's going to be involved in the match in some capacity.
I'm gonna say he's gonna be on. Punk's gonna be on commentary for this match.
I read he will be on commentary.
Yeah. If
Well,
it's
it
Cole,
doesn't
if
matter.
it's Cole and McAfee doing the commentary, I mean, Punk better behave himself.
It
No, it's
doesn't
probably
matter what
Cole.
Dragon Viper thinks.
Of course.
It's probably going to be Michael Cole and Corey Graves. They usually do
Yeah.
pay-per-views.
I think McAfee's gonna be there too.
Yeah, he's
He
doing
might.
a show, but
We'll
Dragon
see, though.
Viper, do you know what happens to people? Do you know what happens to people?
Here we go.
They say
Here
stuff
we
like that.
go. You have to bring the list back, don't you?
Oh my god! Yeah.
And so Tom's saying, as far
List
as
of
Priest
ace.
goes, it all depends on what night the ladder match happens.
If it's night 1, he'll probably cash in night 2, and I think if he and Balor lose those titles, then I think that's gonna give Priest motivation to cash in.
Yes, but as far as Randy, it doesn't matter because he's already made the list.
Okay. All
You
right.
already made the list.
Okay.
Yes. Oh,
Several
man.
times. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You just made the list.
Woohoo.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only
All
one
right.
that's been on that list more than anybody. I appreciate it.
Oh my god.
All right, now,
And there we go.
now it's the tag match.
Main event night 1.
And honestly, this is the match to where I actually see Roman and Rock winning because I do think it's going to become a Bloodline Rules match on night 2. I really do.
They're gonna need to explain the bloodline rules thing because I'm still baffled.
basically,
by that. I'm like,
Bloodline
what is
rules. It's like
It's anything
like
goes.
No hold
Okay.
barred.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
basically, like during night 2, Cody could get clobbered by Solo. He could get hit by Jimmy. He could get hit by let's see, who can I think of here?
Not that he
Someone
could be out there, but Rikishi,
Rikishi. He could
Tamatanga.
Exactly.
Tomatonga.
Exactly. It
I
could
was
be-
also thinking someone else who I've heard could be going to WWE, and it's Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
There's another
could
one right there.
Yeah, it could
Or Zilla
legitimately
Fatu, either one of them.
it
Or
could
both.
legitimately
Or both
be
of them.
it could legitimately be anything though.
Right,
And
pretty-
in a Bloodline Rules match.
Right.
But I think that's why that match is so important because I do believe that for that Bloodline Rules match, I think that's where like the reason why The Rock put that into place was because I do believe that is the time to where The Rock could actually end up turning on Roman.
Mhm. Like
Because
you could
The
have
Rock-
something happen during this match to kind of really plant the seeds of Rock turning on Roman.
He's already planting the seed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's already doing like this when he does the ones, he
Mhm.
does the thumb out. But like
Yeah.
during the match, like could Rock accidentally whack Roman or something like that? Or could Roman accidentally spear Rock or accidentally Superman punch him? There's something that finally
yeah,
Rock
I just
realize
feel
I'm going to turn on this SOB.
I just feel like it could be The Rock that actually ends up turning on Roman in the match. I do feel like it's gonna happen.
Mhm.
But so Crispy Bacon, we'll start out with you. Who do you think's gonna win this match?
Bloodline, Roman, and Rock. You have to continue the adversity story with Cody in that you lost this match, but you haven't lost your championship match. You're just going to have to work for it a little bit more.
Mhm.
I think his story will continue, though.
Okay.
Into night 2.
Dragon Viper, who are you taking in this match?
You know, as much as I want to take Seth and Cody, And my mom, I know she's watching this. But I'm gonna have to say Roman Stupid Reigns and The Rock because um, I feel that there's going to be some kind of setup, which I will discuss during us talk about that match.
Right.
But there's going to be something going on during the Cody and Roman match. So I am going to pick that Roman and The Rock will win. I don't want to, but that's how I feel.
All right, and then Christy.
I'm gonna go Rock and Roman because I think this sets up the Bloodline rules match, and it will definitely play a factor in that match and how it turns out.
Yep, absolutely. So we are actually to our main event now.
Time for the main event.
Yep, it's our main event for Mania now.
Yeah.
We have Roman versus Cody Rhodes.
Da, 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 da. I do not like that graphic. I'm sorry.
I know. All right.
It's not. Yeah.
So we have the main event, of course, of night 2, Roman versus Cody. I think Roman retains.
Dragon Viper's like, I'm out of here. He's like, what?
Cody.
No.
Thank you. That's what I'm thinking.
Thank you, Thomas.
I had to give Dragon Viper a hard time. I had to.
So basically, you were telling Dragon Viper, strike.
But if Roman retains, you heard it here first. That's all I'm saying. If Roman retains, you heard it here first.
If Roman retains, I need a new TV and phone. So, if anybody want to donate money to me,
And then we're all going to say we're blaming Ace for that one. He spoke it into existence.
I'm picking Cody, but I would not be surprised if Roman won. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying. I'm picking Cody, but I would not be surprised if Roman won the match. All right. Dragon Viper, I think I know where you're going with it already.
But you gotta hear what I think of why.
But it doesn't matter what you think.
Well, we don't want you to bust up your phone and destroy your television.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need a GoFundMe page, just in case to
get me money to get Dragon Viper a new phone and a 75-inch flat screen TV.
But anyway, no, I think Cody's gonna win it. But I think there's gonna be a double cross. It could be The Rock or it could be Solo.
Seth. Solo. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
think about
because of the fact that I've seen others in the past where they stand there. They're a glorified stuntman. He stands there, doesn't really say much, doesn't really do much, and he does everything for Roman. And there's people in the past that have done the same thing, and they're getting tired of one person being in the spotlight, and then they turn. So I have a feeling that if it's not Rock turning, it will be Solo turning. And all in all, within that match, I think Cody will win it. And of course, my mom says Roman all the way. Yeah, you know what?
I saw that. I was like, ma'am.
Roman Stupid Reigns. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Hey, don't talk about the goat like that. Okay. All right. So Christy Wilson, I'm assuming you're picking Cody in this match.
Who do you think?
Well, yeah, Cody.
Yeah, obviously. He needs to finish the story, and I do see a turn happening. Whether it's Rock or Solo or Jimmy, it doesn't matter. Somebody in that bloodline is going to turn on Roman because they're fed up with his BS, and Cody's going to win. He's going to finish the story. And then Pyro is going to be exploding all over the stinking place.
Would it kind of surprise you though? At some point during the match, if Seth like I'm not saying that Cody would lose, but would it surprise you at some point during the match if Seth turned on Cody and then Cody had to overcome that too? Like
That would be. I would
Mm.
think that would be asking too much of Cody.
Well,
That would be-
Seth did do he's like, what is this? I don't,
Mhm.
so he
I
kind of
mean,
showed it like,
right. I mean, we get Seth never got his rematch against Roman, but just let Cody finish the story.
Yep. And Crispy Bacon, you're going with Cody Rhodes too, right?
I'm going with Cody, but here's what I'm thinking. Because it's Bloodline rules, basically, Cody can call anyone he wants.
Yeah, he could
I
call.
would think.
He would call. He would be like, "Hey, Seth, you want to come out and help me?"
Right.
If you're walking,
if he's walking, or he could just have Jay do it, and Jay would be like, "Hey, I got you."
Yeah.
Or he can get like KO and Sammy. He could get. I mean, Cody could practically call anyone that the Bloodline has screwed over and be like, "Hey, you want to help me out?"
Yeah.
He could even have. He could even get Drew McIntyre to help him out if he wanted to.
Yeah, but Thomas is saying Cody needs to win clean though.
I agree with that. He does. I agree with that though. I do think he needs to win clean.
He absolutely does need to win clean.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds like everyone here is taking Cody.
We're Cody crybabies.
Just mark it here.
We're okay with that.
First.
Like I said, you heard it here first. That if Roman wins, you heard it here first. That's saying don't be surprised.
Yeah.
And you can blame me all you want. That's fine.
Oh, I will.
Well, I know Dragon Viper will. I just know what I'll be doing.
I know where you work. I will blame you.
Dragon Viper will come barging in. It's like, oh, your fault, Ace.
How much does your certificates at work mean to you?
Oh my God, that's blackmail.
I'm shutting up now.
All right. So with that, with that, we are almost at that point now to where we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up because we're almost at that hour mark. We made our predictions. Keep in mind, we mentioned at the beginning of the show that next week we will not have a show because it is Easter Sunday and we don't do shows on holidays. Yep. So you will not see us next week. But Crispy Bacon, what is your final thoughts for the night?
No, it's gonna be a fun WrestleMania. I did hear too that they're bringing back the Slammy Awards.
Yeah, they are.
And it's going to be live streamed online. Nice. So, and I think voting is open for a couple more days.
For a couple more days, I already did my voting.
And you may over WrestleMania weekend, you may see us maybe go live at some point in time just to kind of catch everybody up, talk a little bit about what's going on and things like that. We've done it in the past. We may do it again this year. It's kind of waiting to see. So with that, Dragon Viper, what are your final thoughts for the evening?
My final thoughts are, thank you for everybody for watching. Thank you for everybody for commenting. And by the time we come back on after WrestleMania, I'm probably going to have a GoFundMe page. We'll find out.
It's a new phone and a 75-inch flat screen TV.
So
make it anyway, a Samsung too.
Yeah, it has to be a Samsung. But anyway, I hope everybody has a good night.
All right, and then of course we have Christy Wilson. What are your final thoughts for the evening?
Thank you to everyone watching and commenting, and looking forward to WrestleMania. Should be a lot of fun.
All right,
at least I hope it is.
So we definitely want to thank everybody for watching. And this week coming up, we have a lot of good shows going on. Don't forget, coming up in May, the Backyard Brew Games is officially coming to C2C. Come and hang out because that is going to be very, very fun. We're going to have a lot of fun with the Backyard Brew Games. I can't wait to see that. And if you have nothing else for us, we hope everybody has a fantastic night. And we will see you guys later.